All right, so here's our setup. We got the first term is 3, and the general term is 5 times the previous term minus 1. Now, I think when we set this up on our graphing calculator, we're going to have to set it up like this. We're going to have to set up a sub n is 5 times a sub n minus 1 minus 6. So it's the same thing. It's just that your calculator doesn't have an n plus 1 that we're going to deal with. It has an n. So it has to be the previous term, which is n minus 1. So these are essentially the same. And we'll start with n equals 2 when we start graphing this or start coming up with points. In sequential mode, so I'm assuming that your calculator is in sequential mode, go to the y equals key, and let me clear out some of this old stuff. So those, there, got rid of that. And right here, u sub 1, well, what's the value of the first term? It was a 3, right? U sub 1 was 3. That was given to us. Let's look back real quick. There you go. A sub 1 is 3, so we're going to use u sub 1 as 3. Now we got to go up here and put in the general term. The general term has this form. 5 times the previous term minus 6. Okay. Now we're using a u as opposed to our a, but it's still going to work out the same way. It's going to be 5, and now I need a u of the previous term. And if you look, u happens to be right above the 5. So to get that, I want to type the alpha key and the 5. This might be... that didn't give me what I wanted. Vars? Why vars? Function, parametric, polar, color. No, it's not giving me what. It worked on my calculator here just a second ago. What went different? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, the u that I want is not the one above the 5. That's, yeah, thank you. So to continue with this, let me clear that out. I want 5, and then second, and then the 7. There we go. That's my u. And I want parentheses n minus 1, and then minus 6. So that's the general form, just kind of rewritten a little bit to match the function or match the notation that the graphing calculator uses. From here, you can go up to your tables. Now hopefully you still have your table set up the right way. Independent set to ask, dependent set to auto. But when you go up to the tables, let's just delete a bunch of these old values and start from scratch. We already know the first one, so we can get the second one. Second one's a 9. Third one, 39. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and they're starting to get kind of big, but that's okay. But you can get anything you want here, and it's just a little bit more efficient than maybe doing it by hand. But I don't think you're going to have to go beyond 5 in doing these things by hand unless there's some kind of pattern. So it's up to you if you want to do it this way or not, but it's just something else that your calculator can do. Questions or thoughts on that one? All right.